So, everybody, we are here with Cinna and Prioryear, friends of the channel, and we, today, are going to be reviewing our favorite identities based on their kits. Basically, how well designed they do everything. But before we get into things, would you two like to introduce yourselves for anyone who just tunes in and doesn't know you quite as well as others might?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll gladly go first. Hi, everyone who might or might not know me. My name is Prioryear. I am a I am a friend of the channel, as has been said. I've had the pleasure of getting to know Jacka over the last little while. I am, by all technical definitions, a VTuber, but most of the time I'm just I'm sort of some kind of modern day IOP social experiment to see how far you can get in the VTuber world while never actually streaming yourself and just appearing like a cryptid on other people's channels. One of the channels I appear on more frequently than any others is Cinna's, who I will allow to introduce himself.
And hi everyone, I'm Cinnaphon. You can just call me Cinna. I run a tabletop role-playing game set in Project Moon's universe that I did a one-shot for in Jackafang's system, actually, with Jackafang as one of our players, and Prior is one of my players in our game as well, the Fifth Trumpet. It's so good to see all of you, and I'm very excited to be here and to rank IDs.
All right. Everyone, let me know if the audio quality and the volume is good. I'm using a bit of a weird audio setup at the moment, but
Yes, yeah, we have a bit of a weird audio situation going on here as me and Cinna are physically in the same space for once, which doesn't normally happen.
Yep.
And because Cinna and Prior have not been able to stream Canto 9 just yet, they are not going to be reading the chat too much, if at all. But I will convey any messages from you guys to them. I'm seeing a good number of highs and hellos. Tonrep has shown up.
Oh my gosh, hello everyone!
Hello, everyone. Hello, Tonrep. Good to see you again.
Yes!
Sounds like audio is good. Okay. So, like I said, we are going to be rating IDs based on their mechanical design, first and foremost. And I have with me a little document I wrote up just kind of explaining what I'm looking for in an ID. So, number one is combat flow. Does the ID feel good to pilot? You have to make decisions without feeling too obtrusive. Basically, I am not a win rate spammer, or at least I do not like to be. I like my combats to feel a lot more meaningful with a lot more decisions. I know some people do like to just get through with win rate to the story, and that's fine, but mechanically, it is not the most satisfying of designs. Second is niche. Does this ID have something it can do to set it apart from others? And is that something rewarding, or is it just going to be a slight drizzle on top of mostly a generalist? And then team building. Does the ID synergize with others? Does its presence change who else you let on your team? Does it force you to use certain other IDs or encourage you to experiment? So, hey, something like the Hey Show synergy is kind of right in the middle of being like, I like that they synergize, but I dislike how they synergize too much. So synergy's not always good, not always, ideal, but often
Ideal.
But generally, my desire for synergy is that it lets you put two IDs together that you wouldn't initially think to put together. That doesn't always have to be the case, but I prefer funny, interesting interactions over just putting together all the same faction, which can be a valid synergy, but it has to be done well. Fulfillment is an interesting one. It's even more subjective than the others, but do the mechanics of the ID fulfill the narrative that the ID presents? So if you're, say, Zvi Ishmael, obviously you want to be both hitting hard and guarding hard. And we will see how well she accomplishes those goals later. But if the ID is based on a specific character, do they embody that character well? They don't necessarily have to translate every mechanic from that character's kit, but they do at least have to get the general idea of the character. And then, cleanliness. Is the ID easy to understand? Is its text bloated or concise? Does it make good use of all of its mechanics, or is there a bunch of unneeded statuses? Having a lot of words does not make an ID bad, but having a lot of words to do nothing does.
Agreed.
Agreed. I think that there is some wisdom in allowing for a succinctness of ideas in order to communicate effectively to an audience that may be consistent of one or two or more than two, or any number that is a real integer amount of people of a piece of information, that being the communication of a thought in a manner that does not require multiple paragraphs.
And then we have, for bonuses, interesting sin spread. Basically, if you look at IDs a lot, you'll start to notice a lot of patterns with kind of how they arrange sins. So anything that breaks that pattern is a plus. I like that, gluttony is associated with rupture, sloth is associated with tremor, but I think they've, in recent times, leaned a bit too heavily into that. I think they've changed that from a guideline into a rule, and that's not been the most interesting to me. So anything that deviates is a plus. Also, unique conditionals in sort of the same vein. If it's different than just having a certain amount of burn, or bleed, or poise, or whatever, that's a plus. Hey. So, base IDs. Well, first, do you two have any thoughts?
My thoughts is that I actually do rather like playing Limbus Company as a tactical game. So I tend to agree with a lot of your criteria. I think I will be ranking them along the same metric. I, however, am not as good at understanding mechanics, so I think it'll be interesting to contrast your takes, which I imagine will be very well thought out and reasoned, and my takes, which are like, I feel the numbers, versus Cinna's take.
My take is I like the story and the characters' design, and they got cool animations.
So we're running the whole gambit.
Yeah, full spectrum.
Yeah.
So, base IDs, we're not really going to be ranking them, sort of as normal IDs because they are intentionally boring, but we will quickly rank them based on, just each other. Yisang, if I go look at his kit, very much a base ID.
Yeah.
There's no text here. Even for a base ID, he is incredibly boring.
So I will actually say, he does have a passive that isn't the most boring. It's very hard to hit as a base unit, but it's surprisingly interesting, and I do think his skill 3 conditional isn't the worst thing in the world.
Yep. There's definitely something they're doing here. It's not much, but it is something.
I think Yisang has at least there's the start of something. One could say a fragment.
Let's see. Faust.
Faust is very mouse.
Faust's basic ID. Same turn paralyze on a unit with 2 to 4 speed. That that is certainly a decision.
Yeah.
Also, downward slash. Blunt.
Listen, I guaranteed I would slash. I didn't guarantee I
shit.
would hit.
We just got 10, I believe that's Brazilian real, which I believe is equivalent of around $2.
Woo!
Nice.
If I remember from the last stream. Thank you so much, Rodriguez. Rodriguez2Rat. You did not include a message, so I can't read a message aloud, but thank you so much. And then her other skills actually do serve as decent debuffs.
Yeah,
Offense
upward
level
slash.
down.
Now that you've mentioned it, upward slash also being blunt bothers me in a way that I can't actually communicate.
She's just hitting with the flat end of the sword.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then this actually...
Faust's sword is actually a replica from Ham Ham Pang Pang.
While Base Faust is not the best of units, this is a very strong effect.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
2 attack power down on, or an effective 2 attack power down on a skill 3, even if its coin power is a bit rough. It's pretty spicy for the beginning.
And then defense, absolutely nothing. And then passives, support passive kind of neat. I'm not ranking support passives too much, but it's worth acknowledging. And then analytic eye, 10% damage to units with negative stat effects.
Huh, I've never really looked at that keen observation support passive, but I guess... Oh wait, no, I was thinking like, well, I guess because support passives, forgive me, this is actually my lack of Limbus knowledge. Support passives still trigger even if they're selected on the ID card, but you don't have them in the deployment order, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess if you're doing a solo run, that's not an awful support passive. That could be kind of fun.
Yep. Fairly solid.
Listen, just gamble correctly and apply 14 offense level down. Yeah, I put her above you, Sam.
Yeah. And then Don Quixote. Let's see.
Don Quixote.
Boom, 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 boom. Base ID. So.
Thank God the damage type actually matches the thing.
Yeah.
Yep. So haste from Clash Win. Attack power up next turn from Clash Win. That's kind of cool.
And does bleed on a hit. Just a straight status, not effect. But, you know, it's cool.
I like that she's kind of focused on single coins here.
Yeah.
And then for Justice, at 10 plus speed, which I believe, yeah, with just one skill slot, she will never achieve.
Yep.
Yeah.
She needs support. But bit of bleed count, all that. And then, wow, nothing on the defense skill for a base ID? Crazy.
Who could have guessed?
So, I'd say... Yeah, I'd say...
Yeah, I mean, her combat passive is pretty interesting, but she's really kind of boring.
Say probably just above Yisang, but not by much.
Here... Okay, I'd rank her below Yisang, because at least Yisang, no parts of Yisang's kit are anti-synergistic. Like, Yisang can at least achieve all of his kit's ID items with just what exists in the kit. And it's not like Don Quixote demands synergy, it's because there's... Bleed isn't really known for their haste effects.
Yeah. Yeah, not being able to achieve her own conditional, kind of sucks. Like, at least other units, in theory, even a lot of, like, poise units, can usually achieve it, theoretically. Though, we will find some that can't. Let's see,
Ryoshu. Her Canto right now.
You hear that ominous bell tolling?
Let's see. What? Oh.
There she is.
So, one of definitely the better base IDs in terms of actual power. Let's see how she holds up for actual mechanics. Hit to gain poise. Wow. Nope, count. Interesting conditionals. We're seeing a lot of these with old IDs. They definitely stopped using these, and I can see why from like a design perspective, just wanting to use stuff that you know works, but I do wish we saw more of this sort of thing.
Agreed. Yeah. More interesting, like, without, like, just sort of one-off kind of ideas that change how you want to use the ID.
And then brush strokes. Combat start, gain slash damage up, so essentially like a sharpened blade effect.
Oh.
Oh. Hey, Rodriguez coming in with another 20 real. Saying, now I added a message. Gregor, my goat, he won a difficult coin flip with no sanity and saved my team. For that,
Let's go!
we will push Gregor up slightly higher. Just for you.
Gregor upscale.
Moderately higher.
My goat potential man.
And then, yeah, interesting support passive. Or not support passive, just combat passive.
Yeah.
Support passive.
Gluttony resonance.
On the same.
Dealing and taking more damage is fun. I will say, it's tragically a combat passive that has become much worse in the world of unbreakable coins.
Yep. Though also a lot more interesting, at least. But that is a pretty substantial damage modifier for a base ID. So, yeah, I'd say she doesn't have too much going on for her, but she is just generally solid.
Yeah, I'd put her between Faust and Yiseng.
Same.
Yeah. And then Marcel.
I think Faust is doing some really interesting stuff, which is I think why she deserves that top spot. Can she be dethroned by my goat though? My favorite boy.
I love Marisol.
Okay. He is one of my most anticipated Cantos just in general since like Don Quixote.
Yes. I'm so excited for his. I'm excited for his. I'm also very excited for Otis's. But this isn't about her right now.
I didn't mention skill names under bonuses, but I'm kind of willing to maybe just...
Listen.
Yeah, it won't put him up a tier, but it might put him up a ranking within a tier.
They all 1-2.
No. Then Nailing Fist, gaining defense power up, a pretty significant amount, which would matter a lot more if it wasn't a normal guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then... Yeah, gaining protection next turn.
I think defense power up does technically also decrease the amount of damage you take generally, if I'm not mistaken.
No, that's defense level up.
Right.
So, I really like what they're trying to do with him. Unfortunately, it doesn't work just because of the mechanics of Limbus.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing is his tremor application is just too low. And not having anything on his defense skill is what really kind of gets him in the rough part.
I would love to see, because early on, Merceau definitely got, like, the tank debuff. Just the curse of being designated a tank. In a game where tanking, especially back then, was not necessary.
Yeah.
Or even preferable.
But... I really like what he's going for. I hope he gets like a proper defensive ID in modern times. For trying something distinct, I feel like I want to put him just under Ryoshu. But
yeah.
I'm sorry, my goat Yiseng, but yes, I agree wholeheartedly.
No. Honglu.
Hongul.
I almost typed out Hongul. Alright.
What is with this game and downward sharp weapon attacks being blunt?
Yeah.
You see, despite the icon, he's actually going in with the hilt.
Yeah.
Dual strike. User
That
took
one's
no
correct.
damage last turn. That's an interesting...
Ooh.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And it is coin power, interestingly enough. So that is neat. Definitely kind of like that effect. Also, sinking and rupture. Is he... He's not the only base ID that has 2 statuses, is he? I think he might be.
Might be. I need to check the... I mean, we're going through all of them, but he's the first one we've come across so far.
Yeah. Then another 2 attack power down. They were handing that out. And the same conditional as well.
Yep.
Yeah, but I mean...
double the coin power increase. What is it? Wait, what is it? Does that mean his skill 3 gets up to I mean, his skill 3 does 18, which for back then is not bad.
Yeah, I remember him doing pretty well. And also self-heal on SP. That's pretty fun.
It is interesting. Does she... Sorry, could you go through the skill? Does his combat passive not... Okay, no, so it matches his skill 2 affinity. Okay, interesting.
I will also say, entertainment and frivolous jokes, this could be me reading too much into it. I think those aren't supposed to be about Honglu himself. I think that's supposed to be the elders watching him.
Oh, yeah.
Like the names, like when you think about it, because like how he came off pre-Canto 8 was very much like that. But then you learn he was the entertainment for them.
Yeah. Me when the grandpa laugh track in my head really likes what I'm doing, so I get a little SP as a treat.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. I'm honestly... Just because he doesn't have anything wrong with him, unlike Faust, I'm kind of...
I honestly think top slot... Like, hey, applying... I mean, here's the thing. If you're going to be applying any status as a base ID, like, okay, his rupture is kind of... but, like, applying sinking and having coin power up on your clashes if you don't take damage means that he can get into a pretty win more position.
Yeah. Let's see. Heathcliff. Ooh.
If that was going to be a slash attack, I was going to leave the stream. I need you all to know.
And Smackdown, gain attack power up and damage up next turn. I really like skills that set you up to do something. I think that's a really good place for a skill 2 to be in, because I feel like a lot of modern skill 2s do not do anything that the skill 3 doesn't do and then more.
I do think that that's kind of a problem with Mirror Dungeon design, where it's like, well, this idea is mostly going to be used in Mirror Dungeon, and in Mirror Dungeon, you kind of just as quickly as possible replace all your skills with skill 3 anyway.
Mirror Dungeon has too many fights that do not last long enough. And then this, I think we've recently gotten an ID that has something like this. I forget which one it is. But this is still a very unique, like, gaining coin power in the middle of the skill sort of thing. And also, rolls stupidly well for a base ID.
Yeah, what is that? That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, and then if the next coin, if it heads hits 12, that's 22.
Yeah, 22.
On his skill 3.
Yep.
And then, oh my goodness, it's a counter that's...
A counter.
Almost worse than the skill 1. Not quite, but almost. And then... with 4 Envy Res, you can do slightly more damage to what's generally gonna amount to just bosses.
Yeah.
Yep.
But, honestly, he's very solid. Nothing interesting, so I'd say... below Merceau?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, he rolls really well on his skill 3, but, like, that's really the only thing he's kind of got going for him.
Yeah, he will carry you through the early game. He definitely did with me. I used him for quite a while. But, Ishmael. Ishmael is a weird one. Because her weapon is not what it feels like it should be while playing the story. He is more of meant to be like a tank. Is very interesting for her character.
No, I agree with that.
And she's also apparently a bit of a tank buster. 3 defense power down. That will I want more, like, defense power down stuff, specifically to deal with, like, evades and stuff.
True.
Because evades are, like, the one
Evades
defense
are getting
skill
stronger
that,
and stronger.
yeah,
Yeah.
but is an interesting role for her to fill, and she also applies a form of fragility, which is nice. Gives her something to do. And if she's very low on HP, gain a little more clash power. Oh my goodness. Look at that. The guard has nothing. Oh.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I'd say she has a
Below-
use.
Yeah, I was gonna say below Yisang.
Yeah.
My ranking.
Yeah, unfortunately. She does not fulfill that fulfillment.
Yeah.
She just-
Yeah.
It is a weird choice to make her a mace and shield user. If they'd maybe leaned into that a little more in her actual Canto instead of always using the harpoon, maybe I wouldn't be as upset about it as I am.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Rodian's a weird one. Oh,
I forget that Rodian has a base ID. I'm like Rodian base ID. Isn't that from the April Fool's interval?
They never made Rodian. She's a fake
let's see.
sinner.
I
She's
haven't
not
read
part
chat
of the
in a
buzz.
while. Boop-a-doo. Yep. Mostly people commenting on just the things we're talking about. Yeah, Monsivid said Heathcliff has probably their favorite conditional on his skill 3. Just don't see it often.
That is true.
So, Rodian. Inflict bleed.
Lots of bleed.
Skill power
Even
plus
more.
1 when below 0 SP. So, if I remember correctly, and I don't have a source for this, but I believe Rodian was meant to be a lot more like Sinclair, where she has, like, a lot of negative coin stuff, and that just did not end up happening. You can also see it kind of left over in her, like, bio thing, where they're telling you how to manage her. They talk about how she has mood swings and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
You can see a little bit of that in the actual story, but I think they definitely toned it down from what they originally wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So, little leftover bit from that. You can also kind of see it in her ego.
Yeah.
And then a counterattack and inflict bleed at a small chance.
I mean, it's functional. It's just like,
Yeah.
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 And then... Oh, I did not... click. Oh, let's listen to some Rhodia.
안녕, 로자야. 긴 이름도 있는데 정없어 보이니까 그냥 로자라고 불러줘.
Thank you, Rhodia.
Thank you, Roja.
Sinclair. Downward swing. Hey, it's
Oh,
an
he's also
actual
Rupture.
slash attack.
Actually a slash skill.
Let's go.
Rupture, deal more damage on Clash Win. That kind of fits. He's, you know, getting some success, so he's getting a little more into it. And gain attack power up on the Clash Win this turn. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, very simple passive.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe there?
Yeah, I was about to say, I put him under Yisang. There's nothing particularly interesting about his kit, but it's functional and there's some fun stuff in there.
Okay, so...
I like pluckiness. It's a really fun combat passive, even if it's not the most powerful.
Yeah.
Otis.
Otis.
My girl.
I love her.
Rupture. Honestly, I feel like Otis could have easily been a burn unit. Like, with
Yeah.
her gunblade,
Ooh.
100%.
that would have been really cool.
That would have. I'm curious why
But-
they chose Rupture for her.
Yeah, it's just an easy thing to slot into anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Fuse's speed is faster. That's interesting. It doesn't... I
Oh.
mean, she has an okay speed for a base ID.
Hmm.
No way to increase it, though.
But oh my god, look at that! Look at that clash power.
Oh yeah. Good clashing. Base Otis and her ego is both very good for that.
Yeah.
I think her ego is actually like the exact reverse of this. I think it's 14-7, isn't it? Or am I wrong?
I think it's like 20 and 3.
Is it? Oh yeah, no it is. Yeah, her ego is
Yeah.
crazy. We're
I'm
not
her
with
ranked.
ego- Never need. Otis, clash that skill. Yes, executive manager.
Hey, she follows orders. Yeah,
Yep.
if target's SP is below 0, deal plus 10% damage. So, yeah. Oh, wait, target's HP is above 50%. That was more of an executioner effect. That's weird.
Huh.
I feel like it should be the other way around. Oh, well.
Same.
But she's alright.
I put
Honestly,
her above Sinclair.
yeah. Yeah,
She at least has something slightly more interesting than Sinclair's got going on. Like, I
Yeah.
like the idea that she cares about her speed, and she's got a good skill 3 clash. And hey, we actually have some count sustaining.
Alright. Hit them to inflict rupture. Woo. Inflict rupture, pierce fragility isn't. And chop up. Deal more damage if they have any rupture at all, which honestly is a hard condition to fulfill with base IDs.
Yeah.
But does have an uncapped self-heal.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oop. And normal guard, and passives that heal. Yeah, I mean, he deals damage, and he heals based on what he hits. I think healing makes him a little more unique than most folks, but also, I'd say, yeah, probably around there,
Yeah.
because healing is such a valuable niche. And that is all the base IDs.
Nice. That also does mean Honglu, I believe, is the only one who has 2 statuses.
I think so, yeah.
Now that we've gone through all of them.
Okay, this one. Okay. 7 Yi Sang. Flicked Rupture. This is an interesting one. That is a pretty
Oh.
loaded skill too. 3 Paralyze next turn is not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Plus
Yeah.
a Fragile. And then I took a look at him earlier, and skill 3 also. Interesting way to do that.
Huh.
And then 3
Oh.
Pierce Fragility. Nothing to scoff at.
Yeah, that's 30% pierce. That is not bad at all. I'm curious why it's worded that way, but I get it.
Montevid says, the base IDs are really from a different time. There's a lot of experimentation and downright weird effects in there. Wish we got more of that nowadays.
Yeah.
Absolutely agree.
Same.
Forgot how, like, genuinely scary the 7 IDs are. Yeah, they're interesting. I think 7 Ryoshu also has a strong niche. And then, in a clash, opponent has -2 clash power. Don't see
Yeah.
that very often
Oh.
because it doesn't
No.
have much of a distinction between that and gaining clash power, but... Or res, honestly hard to pull off, but kind of worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a base ID, honestly, I'd say he's interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
I agree. I haven't actually ever played 7 Yi Sang, but
Me
I
neither.
like what they're doing with it.
Oh.
You haven't either? Oh, I've
Yeah.
always been curious to try out the 7 sometime.
I've heard he had a lot of use early on just because of all the fragile he inflicts. He was used in like old railways, I think Railway 1 and 2, but fell
That
off
makes sense.
around 3.
My goat fell off.
Molar Yi
Feet got
Sang.
washed. Ooh.
So self tremor and discard.
All right.
Skills you start. Okay, interesting. So discarded skill grants him tremor count on self.
And actually lets you discard.
Campbell.
And spend his tremor
Grinding
count.
the molars.
Keep discarding.
And coin power, yep.
And
I mean, that puts him up to.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. So, but hey, the first time we've seen a guard do something.
Yep. And then Tremor Burst inflicts. Oh, per 4 stagger threshold raised. Max 1 per enemy every turn. Or max 5 per 1 enemy. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, he's not like exceptional or anything, but definitely.
Interesting.
Yeah, high interesting so far. Not that there's much competition.
Yisang versus Yisang. Winner, Yisang.
Yep.
Alright. Impale has Bind. This is something that makes the skill 1 at least somewhat usable. It's not super interesting, but it is a feature that I don't think, the other skills do not have. So it is some reason to use the skill 1, which is always a plus in my book.
No, agreed.
Relentless Stabbing. This is the thing that makes him unique.
This is the classic, yeah.
Oh.
He's very hard to get up to the proper amount of poise count, but if you can, and you can keep enough to get him going, 5 coin skill, not bad. Absolutely not bad.
Move over, thumb salt.
And then Ambush. Just gives you a lot of poise, a bit of poise count, and inflicts a lot of bleed count if you can crit. Which, honestly, solid. For a 2-star, pretty neat.
Not to mention his combat passive is perfectly self-synergistic.
Yeah. And then, on crit, inflict more bleed potency.
So if you can get that skill 2 off with that first mate, you get a lot of bleed potency.
Yep.
So honestly, I'd say for a 2-star, low end of
agreed.
exceptional. Yeah.
Yeah, for a 2-star, definitely. I'm also curious. I've played a little bit with Captain Ishmael and Queequeg Heathcliff, but I don't know how Yisang works with them for team building wise. Because I know
He doesn't bring like too much exceptionally, but he is just generally decent with them.
nice.
Yeah, he can maintain the bleed count with Heathquag very, very well.
Oh,
Yep.
nice. I
And
just like the
then
quad crew.
let's see, Yechi Yisa. Pretty typical Diechi stuff. Lower user's stagger threshold, so he's hard to stagger with his skill 1. Gives it a use. I like that. Inflict sinking, gain aggro, discard stuff. Everything you'd expect. Low numbers. Very low numbers, but with good coins. And sinking count on the final coin. Yep, about what you'd expect for a 2-star Diechi.
Yeah.
When attacked, inflict 1 sinking on the attacker. Yeah, I mean, if it was on its own, it might be a little higher, but given that this is basically all just stuff that Diechi Rhodia also does, I'm kind of willing to put it low.
He's serviceable.
Yeah, top end of serviceable, but definitely just serviceable.
Oh, I'm excited for this next one.
Oh yeah.
Love this next one.
Yep.
I love his skill names.
LCE. Yeah. This is a.
Yeah.
I remember when this ID first dropped, it was so funny. We were like, Kim Jae-hoon wasn't satisfied hiding lore in the Runa key pages. He wasn't satisfied hiding them in Dante's notes. He's now putting lore directly into the skill names and passives. Screw you if you didn't pull for him.
Yeah.
All right. So on unbreakable. One of the few IDs to have unbreakable coins on their skills, especially just all of their skills and on their skill 1. Or all of their coins and on their skill 1. On Clash Lose, gain more final power based on who's targeting. The 15-3 effect.
The old... Yep.
Inflict rupture. And then, yeah, mostly the same, but with some rupture count. And then 0.8%. Interesting number to choose.
Yep.
Fairy lore. Gain a bunch of aggro, take more damage, inflict rupture. Yeah. And it even has it on the fucking status.
Yeah. They were so afraid of rupture, and it's so funny.
Yep. I will have things to say when we get to Sinclair.
Oh.
And then aggro. That thing. After attack, heal 30 SP. Interesting choice. It is a negative.
Yeah.
It is a very weird skill. Because it's not unbreaking like the others.
Mm-hmm.
So, I honestly do not
Yeah, you
really...
want to force Clash loses with his skill 1 and skill 2, and then when you're about to corrode, you want to use his skill 3 and surprise win a clash, and then gain up your SP so you can keep losing clashes.
Does he? Yeah, he is a sore loser ID. Or,
Yeah.
No, wait. Oh, no, he's a sore winner. Okay,
Oh, he's a sore winner?
Yeah, he's a reverse.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's weird.
Huh.
Defense. Yeah, inflicts rupture count, which is good if it wasn't for 15-3.
Yeah.
And then his effect on death, apply rupture and rupture count to either the enemy that killed him or a random enemy. Not random, but you know.
The fact that everything about his kid is about 15-3, and they put that the cowards weren't even gonna go on death be able to give him 15-3.
Yeah. But I really like what he's going for. Honestly, I wish they made his death effect even bigger.
Yeah, no, 100%. I do remember though, I did mock this ID endlessly with Cinna because we were like, so this. We were super excited. Like, okay, we're giving Kim Jae-hoon's giving us IDs that want to kill themselves. That's great. Oh, and he gives us an ego that gets a bunch of benefits when they kill a sinner. That's such cool synergy. I hope they're not, both on the same sinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you saying
That is
greedy
certainly a
and took them
choice.
both.
I thought this was really interesting design. I wish we had more IDs that wanted to die. And you can quote me on that. I put them as I think the concept is exceptional. The execution is interesting.
Yeah, no, he just doesn't have the payoff.
Yeah. Like if we saw more IDs like that, like a 3-star version of a ID that wants to fucking lose and then die, I think that could be really cool. As a 2-star, they just had to make sure that the last 2-star was bad enough that we were not too sad to see them go.
Yeah. Rip 2 stars. Never again.
Yep. It is unfortunate. So, onto Blade Lineage Hisang, the ID that everyone got for free at the very start of the game when it first launched, and at the time, he was terrible. He was the worst ID in the game. Nowadays, he actually has some actual use. Let's actually start with the passive. On Clash Win, gain poise count. Coin power +1 for every 5 poise count, max 3. That applies to ego too. So, the day he gets like a good multi-coin ego, which might be in a few weeks, that could be very strong. And then poise count Poise next turn. Poise count. Poise, and critical hit.
Yeah,
Very,
massive critical hit.
very high base power.
And very high base power and high potential coin power. Like what?
Yep.
That skill could on max
And-
do 28 if you have 15 poise count.
Yeah. And then the counter, actually very strong.
Yeah.
And actually
18
good
with
counter.
a 70% damage increase on critical hit is not
Yeah.
bad.
Not very defensive for a defensive skill, but most counters aren't. And then a very good support passive too, especially before Thoracalgia. Hello, Green Moss.
Oh, hey, Green Mass.
Hello.
Do. Yeah, so I'm gonna skip to the next one. But he actually is pretty interesting. I'd say below Molar, but
Yeah.
he definitely.
Yeah.
I like his simplicity with poise. He is the platonic ideal of a poise unit.
Ideal.
Ideal.
And then go to Spice
Yeah,
Bush.
here it is. The
Oh.
ID that changed everything.
Yeah, this sort of this Tremor. Interestingly enough, nowadays he would probably have his own status.
Yep.
But good sinking count. Interesting that's next turn. I kind of like that. Makes it weirder to work around, but something you have to keep in mind. But first ID, I believe, to have attack weight.
Yep.
Yep.
And then,
And not just 2 attack weight, 3 whole attack weight on his skill too.
Oh.
And with his combat passive, that skill 2 can actually do quite a bit of damage.
yeah. And then Blood Steep Scent. It has a downside, which I kind of like. Makes you not
Yeah.
want to throw it out. But the classic, and the only source of it so far,
Sinking Deluge.
and so, yeah. This ID is kind of, by the fact that they haven't reprinted Sinking Deluge, very much has a niche, and has kept that niche.
Yeah.
I'd say,
I think it's exceptional on the lower end. I
yeah.
think for how even if it's been power crept in some regards, if you pull it in a sinking team and you don't have the Walpurgis IDs, you're running like Spice Bush thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's go to,
Oh, W Core.
yep, this is the one I often use to represent myself if I need something.
Yes.
Very first one I
So
use.
10 out of 10 ID. First beat.
Yeah, you know? Yep.
Yeah.
But for real, yeah, basic charge stuff. Coin power if he has charge. Don't see that too much, actually, I don't
Yeah?
think.
With,
They've
at least without
changed to-
consuming the charge.
Yeah, they've changed to charge potency recently. Then bind, rupture, charge. It does his cool flip. Does his stuff. On killed him a charge barrier. Inflict a lot of rupture count, or a decent amount if you use charge. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, that's an interesting effect. What the fuck?
Oh.
Okay. I do like the idea behind that. It's not gonna actually do much, but
It's still an interest. That's really cool.
this is also a somewhat interesting effect. Not like the most unique. I think Rhino Merceau also has something. But oh, and he has charge barrier support too. Cool. Yeah. He is honestly serviceable. Good serviceable,
Yeah.
but still
Yeah.
serviceable. He gets a lot of
Ring.
high synergy with Dimension Shredder classic combo.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
oh boy, are we on to him already?
Yeah.
Ring sang.
So before we start, you'll notice I have a tier down here.
Yeah.
These are for some specific IDs. But let's get to it. Paint over, actually neat skill 1. It's a 3-coiner. That always is fun. And you know, his classic effect. Random bullshit go.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And
onto his skill 2.
Yep.
His skill 2.
Chromatic color.
Yeah. Yep, it's a decent one.
It can get up to some high clash power, like
Yeah,
4
good.
coins with what is it? 4 coins, coin power 5 with the bleed conditional. That goes up to 23 plus, you know, clash power. You can get 25 on his skill 2. That's pretty good.
It's not bad, and its actual effects are decent. A lot of damage on the final coin. Yep, decent. Anyway. Yeah, 8 plus 8. Not bad on its own. Actually a pretty
Yep.
solid stat line. However,
But get that clash power up to 10 and coin power up to 10. So flipping 20.
yep. And then
And on hit, 40% chance to reuse coin, 20% more chance for every type of negative effect on the target, to a max of 2 times per skill.
so 3 effects and you're golden. That is not hard to do. And then also just applies a bullshit amount of count as well.
Yeah.
Just, you know,
Yeah.
little cherry on top.
Just to
so,
make sure next time you're using it, you also have count somewhere on there.
Yeah. You know, in case rolling a 40 wasn't enough.
Yeah, and guaranteed bleed count too, just in case.
Yep.
It's disgusting.
So you required a passive to get him work.
Yeah, you required a passive to
Also-
not make him the single greatest unit in the game.
Also can heal his own SP.
Yes, forgot about that.
Yeah.
Right.
Here's the thing. You guys are saying gambling in the chat. He doesn't gamble. He doesn't need to. He has a 100% chance with just 3
Right, also-
statuses.
Let us not also forget though, he heals his own sanity, and then when he's at max sanity, he just casually gains a butt ton of offense level up.
Yep.
Right.
So, I think you know what tier you're going into.
Yeah.
Yep.
If he wasn't so bullshit, he would be probably just around here or so. But literally broken.
Oh, Psalm Lament's up next.
Woo. Yeah.
This idea
So-
is just fun.
Yeah.
It took
Yeah.
me forever to figure out how it actually worked though.
Yeah. So, let's see if I can summarize it. So, you have bullets. You have your white bullets and your black bullets. And they will inflict white butterfly or black butterfly. And butterfly, the white butterfly will heal SP when someone hits them, which is very neat. And the white butterfly will turn into black butterfly for the next turn. And then black butterfly has you deal more damage based on sinking. Right. So, and then yeah, that's mostly about it, I think. So he just kind of shoots people.
I got a gun.
He can gain some ammo just before using, or no, after using his skill 2. And then skill 3, yeah, he just unloads it all.
And he reloads.
Yep.
Infinite reload ID. Go.
Put my water all the way over here. So, yeah, infinite ammo. He uses his sanity to reload. Very nice.
Yeah, that's a cool idea.
Yeah, and a bunch of stuff to explain how his bullets work.
Yeah. For a Walpurgis ID, really, this is one of those ones that are wordy, but it's both a positive in the sense that if you just play him, he mostly works himself out, and he can be much stronger when you understand him.
Yeah.
It is a lot of words to communicate the mechanics they were going for.
Yeah. The gotcha curse. You have to explain everything for legal reasons. But I think
Yep.
his wordiness kind of puts him down a few pegs, but I think low exceptional, I think, works. Maybe mid exceptional by the time we finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he has a very strong niche with SP healing and damage from sinking, so
It's also fun seeing lobotomy ego be translated into Limbus for him. Like for me, like seeing, because we know Psalm Lament from Lobotomy Corporation versus how they did it here.
yeah. Honestly, pretty decent translation of it. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. Pretty
Liu sang.
basic burn unit for the most part. These two skills do not do much. Unique. This, however, nice little function. There's a lot of SP matters stuff on burn with Philip and with what else? Magic Bullet. And
Magic
probably
Bullet Otis, my goat.
probably Zhao as well will eventually have SP matter. And
I
defense.
am so excited for the Zhao
I-
ID when we finally
yeah.
get her.
That's going to be fun. I was so excited
It
when I saw
is.
this effect. Then
Oh,
Axe 15.
yeah.
Like, I understand they don't want you to gain too much, but 15, it is not a lot, and it is less and less the longer the game goes on. And also, more healing. Pretty neat. He has his functions. I would say he is interesting. Yeah, not much more to say on that.
Yeah, I like him a lot. It's been a while since I've run a Burn team, but I thought Burn was fun. I think when he came out is when I started running Burn. Because I was like,
Yeah.
oh, there's a new ID. I should try Burn.
Yeah, there weren't a lot of burn units before, weirdly enough, Dawn's Canto was the one we started getting a good bit. Bell Bullet. There's a lot to say on this one. Torn Memory.
Oh, Fell
Base-
Bullet.
Torn Memory
Okay,
literally
one of
does
the
nothing.
cooler ideas they've ever come.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, but it's in my opinion, when this came out, I was sat in my seat trying to figure out if this was good or hot garbage.
And the answer, yes.
Yeah.
And we have this, mostly just more damage. And skill 3. Whoa, oh boy.
Has a lot of words.
Yep.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Basically, more torn memory means, yeah, honestly, it's hard to summarize this. If add a lot of torn memory, shoot ally, and if ally gets real hurts the enemies real bad. You can watch the ID trailer to see kind of how it works a little more in practice.
Go, my Heathcliff.
Yeah, we're shooting Heathcliff.
But,
It's that smiling friends meme.
yeah, a lot of numbers, a lot of words. Interesting that he has a counter of all things. But yeah, the only reason The only reason he needs this passive is that Torn Memory was on the Heathcliff version. Was it on both of them? I don't remember, but it was.
I don't
on
remember
at least
either,
Heathcliff
actually.
at the
Yeah,
very
it
least.
was on Heathcliff's ego for Felvolt.
And at that point, it was meant to be just a single turn status, so it would be there and then it would disappear. But since he uses it as a resource, he needs to be able to keep it. And instead of saying, hey, keep all Torn Memory on self, they did this instead.
Yeah.
That's a choice.
Well, and then this is also a very neat support passive. Oh, no, it's not a support
Ooh.
passive. It's his actual
Regular
passive,
pet,
sorry.
yeah.
Yep.
But, yeah. More damage, bleed, and get some poise count on kill. And then...
I do like when ego interact with ID ego. I do
Yeah.
think it is fun.
It can be very nice. Can definitely expand on both. This is a very neat support passive that barely anything can use.
Yeah.
Because you have to shoot your own allies.
Shoot your
Technically,
friends.
anyone can use it with corrosion and stuff, but... anyway. Very interesting ID. Unfortunately, numbers bad.
I've seen people do insane things with it in Mirror Dungeon, and when the only time you hear someone talking about it is like, no, it's really good in this one specific Mirror Dungeon build, it's not doing too well.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have rabies in the chat, it would appear. Hello, Rome Builder.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah. I would like to put him in exceptional, unfortunately. Because of his lack of a real payoff. If
It's
you're
just kind of
not...
interesting.
The stars have to align. And that does not
He at
quite
least
work.
he at least does more killing another unit than his other ID did dying to other units.
True.
But last but not least,
Uma!
our first Hey
Uma-san!
Show. Alright.
I don't know if this unit... I've been running this unit for months. I still don't know if he's any good.
I think he's pretty good, mechanically. But
I
Yeah.
think he's pretty.
Speed conditional.
So I like him.
I like that. Inflict Bind. I like that. Speed control. Tremor Rupture. More damage based on his own status. More haste. What you'd expect from a horse. If target does not have Death Right, inflict concussion. Why? Why?
He will give you a concussion. Well, that's just what happens when
He
you
won't
deal
give
with
you a
horses.
concussion if you have Death Right. Just
Oh,
Death Right
well,
yourself. An interesting effect.
Yeah.
Not much, but it's something. I
Yeah.
kind of wish it did
But
more.
only if you don't have Death Right. No, it's
Yeah.
not like you want to run the Hey Show in a Hey Show team where the Hey Shows do anything related to Death Right.
If they do have Death Right, inflict Rupture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool stuff with his skill. Strider Woo. Gives him some haste. Gives haste and aggro. And inflicts Tremor Potency just before an attack, so no need to hit or clash or anything. Interesting.
And that's how you can also afflict concussion.
Yeah.
2+ Strider Woo. Wow, I wonder if you're gonna have 2+ Strider Woo.
Is 3 bigger than 2?
Questions I ask when I'm trying to build a Star of the City character, my brain's starting to lose it.
But Commanding Cry just gives everyone a little clash and defense bonus. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Doesn't do much, but it's neat.
No, but it's nice.
Oh, it's next turn. Honestly, I feel like it... Well, I guess that wouldn't really work with how it has to be skill 2. I was gonna say it could be turn start. Not really. Concussion. Drummer burst.
More concussions.
Horse is gonna stamp you to death.
Yeah.
Is Aisha stuff.
Oh, whoops. Sorry, I think they made a mistake. I think somehow the Lord of Hong Yuan's passive ended up in this character's... Well, weird.
Weird. Well, but yeah, it is nice to actually give him a full tremor burst. Like, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As a good payoff. Weird. It seems that Ishmael's
passive also.
Yeah. Gain more poise.
I just love that like I get why they had to do it for units that came after. It is just very funny to just like passives that should exist on one character, because Kim Ji-hoon, which to be fair, I get it. For reasons, Kim Ji-hoon is very dicey about patching units that have already come out. It's just very funny to see him instead just staple it onto the other unit.
Yeah.
Neat effects. Why do you need this? Can you not? You gain it from one source. Why not just gain it there?
Yeah. Because otherwise, it's literally just because otherwise he doesn't have his own passive, and it's giving away the game that his passive
no,
is
he
just
does
other
have-
units' passive.
He does have a
Oh,
whole
yeah.
nother passive.
Well, then why the hell? No, you're right.
Gain line breaker, attack start. The fact that this is an owned passive and not this. This should be his just basic passive. Anyway.
Yeah.
Line breaker. When you're faster. When you trigger Tremor Burst twice. When you win a clash while having Strider. Neat stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you have shield, gain defense level as well. For more tanky on your tank. Yeah, I mean, he's a very fun unit. Oh, and then if you want to activate
Back to
Strider
counter.
as well. Yep.
Mhm.
Remove negative effect. Don't see that much. Anyway. He's definitely fun. Not quite as interesting as some of the ones with more unique mechanics. Definitely, you know, better in terms of the meta. Not boring by any means, but I'd put him under Fell Bullet in terms of actual well-designed kit. What do you guys think? Any comments on the such, or? Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, okay.
Oh, hello. No, I'm back. No, I honestly really like Uma saying, like, my big thing is I like when units interact with each other because I think it's fun. So I'm not as in-depth as you are, Jakafang, with
Yeah.
mechanic stuff. Prior's also really good mechanics-wise, but I'm like, he is fun
Yep.
on the team with like when I'm Heisho, and I like story-wise the fact that like Shichun, Ishmael, and him have an interaction. I think it's cute, given, you know, Wei and Shichun stuff. So I that's honestly when I tend to think of units, I tend to think of like the story things too. So
Yeah.
that's why I really
I do
like
think
him.
he very much gets across not only being his role as a Wei, but also just being a horse. His kid is very horse-like.
It is. Horses give concussions.
That's true. They do.
Okay. Any comments on the position, or?
I'm biased because I like him. I would probably put him at the tail end of exceptional, but I know that's me being like, I like Uma-song because he's fun.
I think he does deserve the top spot of interesting, because here's the thing. He is doing something unique mechanically. He's got cool ideas. And while I think killing your own allies for fun and profit is more interesting. Wu-Sang is a actual effective unit.
Yeah, but overall, I'm not really ranking these based on strength. If there is like a strong payoff for a strong like strategy, then yeah, that is a bonus. But honestly, being good can also just kind of be boring.
Honestly, I like that we're ranked, you know, that like not just it being good, but also in terms of like how it's built. Which I really like your ranking metrics.
All right, on to Faust
Time.
with. Oh wait, what? All right,
Is
they
it
are
Yuri Faust?
they're in a different order
Oh, they're in a
on the
different
wiki.
order.
Yuri
Collect my
Faust.
Fausts.
Poise count, rupture. Poise, lots of haste. Completely uncapped too. I have seen her reach bonkers numbers. Then same as Honglu.
User took no damage last turn. Interesting. Were there a lot of older units that kind of had conditionals like that?
Yeah.
Huh.
So, if at high poise count gain haste, you're not really gonna be reaching that. This is your only poise count.
Yeah. She doesn't have a lot of ways to, it would seem.
Somewhat more interesting support passive. Defense skill, final power. It finds a use in places. But overall, serviceable.
Yeah, I don't think she's... I like her and I like Yuri, but I also don't think that her build is super, you know? Lesbian Faust, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So on to Zwei.
Why?
Aggro,
Hey, Jack,
defense level up. Yep.
I know we're looking at skill stuff specifically, but I love Turtleneck Faust. I just need to say
It
that.
is very pretty.
Yes, but no, please, go through them.
Aggro, defense level up. Apply defense level up to ally. Yeah. For the few units to use defense level up as a actual like main status, as if it were one with more clash power. Gain defense level up. Yep. Defense level up, defense level up, defense level up, haste. For some reason. Tiny bit of HP.
Little bit of healing. Defense makes sense for a SWI unit.
Yep.
So.
She is very much the Zwei 2-star of all time.
Yes.
And then this passive I quite like. Kinda wish they did more with that, but I can understand why not, because of just the way the dashboard is hard to control. But I do like the idea of it. Defending adjacent allies. It's a top end of serviceable.
Yeah. I don't think she's like super impressive,
nice,
but I do like
yeah.
her.
Nice for supporting the other Zwei who actually use the gimmick that they have, but I love the difference. I can imagine people pulling like Turtleneck Faust and then being disappointed by the actual appearance of her in game. I feel like a lot of the older IDs had that thing where it was very nice to see the two very distinct arts, but also it's hard to tell what you actually got.
No, I agree. I kind of like the casual clones though.
Tonrup says Fesbian Loust.
And she's so good for that. I forgot she got a promotional chibi.
Oh, she did!
And so, energy cycle, gain count, charge count, spend, attack power down, and paralyze next turn. Honestly, pretty good. Guard, gain charge, give charge. Faust very much had the sort of support role early on. She still kind of does in some ways, but they've definitely moved on from that sort of archetype they've put every Cinna into. She can spread charge count, which is not something that's common. I will put her on bottom of interesting.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Who's next? Utler.
I do find the warp. No, I was just thinking of the W Corp IDs in general. I do find them interesting because some of them I feel are really good, and then some of them are just kind of like,
Yep.
you know.
Oh,
Butler.
Butler.
She does some interesting stuff.
Yeah. Mostly normal for these two skills. Echoes of the Manor would be a lot more interesting if it wasn't for the fact that Otis just kind of does it better. But
True.
it is neat. It is nice to have an alternative or someone who can go alongside. Defense. Yeah. Whoa! Oh, no, wait, it's a basic guard. I was like, whoa, that's crazy numbers. But
Big numbers.
It just make that an evade, and we'd suddenly be going like, hold up.
Yeah, Clash Wind, Flex Sinking, more sinking. She has a use, but she is mostly just
She's
serviceable.
Yeah. Oh, I see who's next up.
Yep.
One of the IDs of all time.
I used to use her all the time. I loved her.
Neat Faust.
SP loss on Clash Win. I also wish they kind of had a lot of more of these like little SP losses to help with like boss fights and stuff. I feel like needing sinking to control your enemy's SP kind of sucks. Obviously, it should be the best at it. But...
No, I like that too.
Grip. You get gaze.
The gripping. Oh.
Paralyze next
Also
turn
nails.
too. Yep, nails. Nails is a neat effect. Kind of stacks weird because it halves and then applies, which is an interesting choice. But yeah, and then execution, honestly, kind of a terrible skill 3.
Yeah.
Listen, you ain't running her for her skills.
Yeah. And then the classic.
Whistles. I love this one.
Yep. Very basic passive, but very effective. It is iconic and still sometimes used today.
Yep.
I mean, there's just not a better way to, in the first turn, immediately get 2 people up plus 15 SP.
Yep.
But I will put you... I feel like Molar Yisang is kind of the stopping point for, like, you need some sort of unique mechanic to get through here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, Faust does, but it's not so unique that... Yeah. Go ahead, what were you saying?
Yeah. No. I definitely think interesting makes sense for her. I think her big thing for me is I still use, she's not one of my main on my bleed team, but I still do use her, especially for whistles, because I think it's really fun, but I definitely don't think she's past the Molar Yisang threshold that's been put up.
No, I'm sleepy after last night. Stayed up till 2 o'clock playing the Canto.
Oh my gosh, no. You are good.
No.
Do not worry.
Tea time.
I'm so excited for the new Canto.
I thought because we were hanging around doing some sightseeing and stuff, and I was like, oh, it's so nice that not playing the Canto means we get to go to bed early, and then we ended up getting sidetracked watching some Netflix and ended up going to bed way too late ourselves anyway. And we were like, well, we could have just played the Canto.
Oh
Yeah.
no. All right. Rupture. Basic.
Rupture.
Rupture.
Oh, this-
Rupture. Weakness
Coffee
analyzed.
Faust. Oh, weakness analyzed. Wait, I don't even know what that does. I've never seen that status before.
Which is
Yeah,
the cool
there's
thing
a
about
reason you
Weakness
haven't
Analyzed.
seen it.
Yeah, the cool thing about Weakness Analyzed is it does nothing. It does a mystery according to, for the longest time, the Limbus company official game.
Yep. So makes not weakness into a little more of a weakness. It is one of the few things that actually changes the weakness multiplier, which is not something you see often, and it is a very valuable thing. But they just don't make good use of it here. It is random, which means you cannot control it. So I think it's just blunt / pierce, but if it's Sin Affinity 2, then it's even worse.
Hmm.
And then, yeah, more rupture, slash. And then, technically a poise unit. Sort of, but also technically not. Because it's
Oh.
only in the support.
Yeah, one of the poise units of all time.
Yep.
I like all
so-
her names for the passives involving tea, though. I really like Coffee Faust.
Yep. But, she's... I could put her on the low end of interesting or the higher end of service.
I personally am leaning towards serviceable for her.
He's got something interesting, but it's not. It's like it's a cool idea that is executed with such caution that it kind of ruins the idea they were going for.
Yeah. Top of serviceable. Regret. Boop.
Regret, wasn't this one of the first Walpurgis
first.
IDs we got? The first. Oh shit.
Gain tremor, inflict tremor, gain attack weight, plus coin drop. First we've seen of that, very strong.
Oh. Yep.
This alone makes her very worthwhile.
Mm-hmm.
And a little offense level down.
As a cheat.
And then 3 attack weight, 3 tremor bursts. This made her very good for a very long time. Still kind of is.
Yep.
Deal additional wrath damage too. Nice little bonus.
Oh. Nice.
And a couple of things on her passive.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She has like a global defense level down with tremor burst.
Right.
I forgot about that.
I also forgot about that.
Yeah, but very solid. I think Regret is a very simple ego gear, and they did a good job of making it seem interesting.
I agree.
Still
I
pretty
think
simple.
interesting's a good place. Honestly, yeah, I'd put her above Molar Yusang personally.
Yeah.
I think Lantern still beats her though.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, I think we can disconnect it for a moment.
Oh,
No, Jack, I can't hear you.
Oh no, you can't? Oh no. Let's see.
apologies. We are disconnected audio-wise, and we should be coming back.
Making noises so they know when they're reconnected. Woo!
Yeah,
We
there
can
we
hear
go.
you.
Hey, there we go. Woo.
We are back.
Man, why does it feel like Faust has so many IDs? Okay.
Faust has the most number of IDs.
All the ideas for Faust because she is greedy.
Very interesting unit. Very interesting attempt to be poise support. So, gives an additional chance to be critically hit. I don't think we've seen that anywhere else.
No, I don't think we have either. I like the little symbol
also
for
a little,
it too. It's cute.
A little more damage when critically hit, and gives some bleed. Is technically a unique bleed. More of a unique poise, but whatever. And
Bleed poise.
interestingly, reduce value by 1 when hit, regardless of whether or not it was a crit, but only gives benefits on a crit. Certainly a choice of all time.
It's a cool concept, I feel.
Yeah.
There's certainly some effort put into like trying to think of a way to do something they haven't done before, but maybe not a lot of thought into why they hadn't done it before.
Yep. She's also interesting. Only 2 sources of poise potency. She was in that weird phase where they're experimenting with converting poise count into potency at the very last second. So she has this. Which is an interesting idea if you can really build up the poise. But we didn't really have a lot of tools to build up the poise at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then Slash Fragility is nice. She already has a bunch of Red Plum Blossom. And more Red Plum Blossom on crit. I want to like her a lot more. Her idea is very good. Payoff is just not worth it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
She's trying to be poise support, but doesn't commit to it as much. Good.
I agree. I like the concept for her a lot. But I also think it doesn't really work how intended.
Yeah. Alright, so let's put her... I mean, she's kind of... She's more interesting, but less functional than... The fact that she does something no one else does at the moment, puts her a little above, I'd say.
Yeah.
Speaking of something else no one did at the time, multi-crack.
Oh, multi-crack.
Multi-crack.
Charge. Charge.
Charge.
Charge.
More charge.
Envy fragility. Wow. You know, the charge sin. The more charge, essentially. And then charge.
More
charge.
charge.
She needed the envy sin for her guard skill, of course.
Charge. It's all charge. She doesn't do anything that's not charge. She was very unique at the time, but her gimmick has been done better. Serviceable.
Yeah. I still think she's so cool though, even if...
She is the charge unit of all time.
Yep. Oh, I love the one that's up next.
Oh yeah.
Also, I'm now thinking of Alyssa because of Ardor Blossom.
Don't worry about
her.
her.
I'm so scared.
She'll be fine.
Jacka, I don't trust you. I don't.
Kim Jae-hoon giving us 2 lovely NPCs, and now us going through the IDs that remind me that they're both about blowing themselves the fuck up.
Yep.
Burn is fun. Burn. Game burn. Hit burn.
She is. I love her. I love her so much because she is a divine punishment for the win rate button.
Yep.
Boom, boom, boom. Burn, burn, burn. Burn, burn, burn. Explode.
Every time I see her, I'm reminded of when I was once, I was doing a punishment wheel, and and people, if it spawned on a certain one, they could select what ID to use in the mirror dungeon. And she magic bullet Otis, and oh god, who's the other one? Oh, Captain Ishmael were free of the IDs used together. And I was just win rate spamming, so all of them kept blowing themselves up or shooting each other or like losing sanity. And I was like, why are they all dying?
All right. So she can blow herself up, can use defense. He just immediately starts with a bunch of burn.
Yeah. I love her. And on death, activate the following.
Yeah, burn. Click burn on self between all enemies. That's great. Excuse me.
Oh, there's a max.
Excuse me.
Huh.
You are
I never knew
dying.
that.
You are dying to activate this passive. Literally. Why is it 3? Like, I get capping it. Why is it capped at 3?
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, I have given my life to deal 5 additional damage to each enemy. With this.
Yeah.
Ego resources.
And 2
have
ego
grown-
resources for the 2 least owned ego resources.
Pretty convenient. Okay, you can enhance the effect a little bit. You go up to 8 burn from 5.
Okay.
And you can buff the unit that gets substituted in.
That's
Whatever.
cute.
Yeah.
She's very good. Her payoff is better than Yisang's just because she gets the bigger skill.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she actually has a way to kill herself.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, her payoff is Yisang just kind of dies awkwardly. She at least goes out with a bang.
Yeah.
And
killing-
when you fuck up and kill her, you get to watch the animation go off when you're like, wait, how much burn did she have on herself? And then she takes to the air and you go, no! But it's too late to stop it at that point, so you just watch it happen.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
her dying is not too much of like a bad thing, and I like that. You just substitute another unit in and you're fine. Obviously,
Yeah.
if you get her early, that could very much mess you up before you hit chain battles. Not a good unit for
Yeah.
beginners, but
Nope.
why do the 2 first sinners have to have these 2 IDs?
Meh.
Yeah.
And we're just getting them out. We all know where she's gonna end up, but we gotta at least pretend like
Yeah.
we don't.
Okay.
I'm ousted.
Literally the exact same skill as I think either Ryoshu or Otis. Literally
Yeah.
down to the numbers. The only
Yep.
difference is Sin Affinity, as Esku pointed out.
Mhm.
That's a couple of points knocked. Does, decent skill too. Deal more damage with Deathrite. Deal more damage with speed, what you'd expect. Assist defense. Actually a great mechanic. Like,
Yeah, really like assist defense.
Ooh.
It's such a shame it's stuck on her.
Yep.
Because it's genuinely... This is the kind of tank effect that I feel early IDs were missing that they wanted.
yes, absolutely. In fact, there is an early ID that specifically should have had it. And we'll get to that when we get to Heathcliff. But yeah, general Strider stuff. Otherwise, not too much different from the other rabbits. And then bigger version. Bigger, badder,
Yeah.
has poise for some reason. Has an extra death right compared to the others.
Yeah, remember, we got to be very careful that that burning Faust, ordered Faust, blowing herself up can't do more than 8 burn. But if she hits 10 speed, then yeah, we can give her 20 poison for voice count.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus, you think we're stingy here?
Counter, more assist defense. I like it.
Yep.
However, normal assist defense, yeah, but why the fuck? Like, even just the concept of doing this at all is dangerous. Why did you
What?
make it 10 plus?
But yeah, you know, I mean, when someone's gonna take an unopposed attack, just use your skill 3. Easy.
Yep. Skill 3 too, not even the normal one, the
Sorry, yeah.
enhanced one. Yeah, so what the fuck is, oh yeah, I forgot that exists.
Oh, Market Decay.
That could just be on Fissure. Well, I guess you don't want to stack a status in it. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the most inconsequential fucking part of a passive.
It's there to lull you into a false sense of security. It's like,
Then
no, there's nothing to look here,
this.
officer.
Yeah.
What? You use the Starblade for the better assist defense. Why do you get the Starblade from the assist defense?
It's a good question.
So,
It's really funny because this is the first time I'm gonna admit this is the first time I've ever actually read. She's been on my team since she came out. I've never understood why people thought she was broken. I'm now understanding that I've been using her wrong this whole time.
Yep. So this ID, obviously, it's going here. Even more deserving than Bang. But if she had been nerfed, she would be around here, so. Like, she was good. She's good. I like assist defense. But otherwise, yeah. And then Chief Faust.
Chief Faust.
I have feelings about Chief Faust.
Yeah, I'll go through the skills real quick and then you can tell those. I like the 4s. Funny.
It's perfect for the she.
4s.
4.
44. 4s. So many 4s.
Yep. I gotta give them points for flavor. I'm gonna be so real. I think we should just give her a little bit of a boost because of flavor.
You broke the
Never
4s.
mind.
Except for
They broke the
coins.
4s. Move her down.
But yeah, 4s. Bleed boys. Oh. And then this. Lot of words to explain how it works, but essentially, you use the guard, you charge your bow, use it again to keep charging, unleash a really big arrow at the end, but not really big enough. And Prior, you said you had some stuff to say?
Yeah, I think this effect, like, when I first saw this unit, I was so awestruck by it. Like, this is the exact kind of unit I love. A unit that, like, is all about setup, waiting, like, it's everything I liked about, we'll get to him eventually, Railgun Heathcliff. I thought when I first saw it, and then I actually started playing it, is like, why is her skill 3 just never triggering? What am I doing wrong? And then I was like, wait, so I have to just not do damage or win clashes and just rely on her defenses for multiple turns in a row. Just so, which mind you, also means she's not gaining sanity because she's not winning clashes.
Yeah.
Just so I can hit with an enhanced skill 3 too. But like, I would rather just have a character doing things for 3 turns.
Yeah. And if she is going to spend 4 turns, this may look like a lot. It's not. It's not.
No.
Yeah.
Like, if it was on top of the above 2 effects, maybe. but not instead of.
Yeah.
Like, the thing is, when I actually crunch the numbers and I realize Faust can't even get you to any of the, like, the big damage, like, conditional mirror dungeon numbers without, like, ridiculous setup, it's like, oh, okay, so she's not even doing what? Like, for a unit all about biding your time, Heathcliff does it better as a sniper, Yi Sang does it better as a status applicator, T-Corp Dawn, which I'm sure we'll get to, does it better as, like, a gimmick unit. Like, there's just nothing that really sets this unit apart from the rest.
Yeah.
And she needs poise to get the 444 damage. She does not maintain poise.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting idea. Disappointing.
Yeah, honestly, I agree with there. I
Her
like her
one
concept
unique
a lot.
thing does not have a payoff and is actively hindering you.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is a shame.
Agreed.
Okay. Before we get to Dawn, I think we should take a bit of a break. Dawn will probably be our
Yeah.
last one for the night. I thought we'd get through at least half of them, but...
It turns out there are a lot of IDs.
Yep. And we've got a lot to
we're
say
staying
about
on them a lot more than I thought we would, because I want to actually see them. I was originally going to blitz through them and just use my memory, but it's a lot better, especially for discussion, for actually seeing them.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get water, rest my throat.
Yeah.
You guys do the same, but if you don't, keep chat busy in that case.
Yeah, okay, don't you worry. This is gonna be really funny because we can't look at chat for Canto 9 spoilers, so don't worry. We'll keep chat busy with a one-sided conversation. Cinna, do you want to be chat or do you want me
I
to be
will-
chat?
Hey, is anyone spoiling things in chat?
I don't know. I'm not checking.
I have
chat
not
to check.
seen any spoilers so far. I
Okay,
think you're
okay.
good as long as
All right,
no one's.
all right, I'll pull up the chat.
We can take a glimpse at chat.
All right.
All right, if any of you spoil Canto 9, I will headbutt you for it. I got added in one of the homebrews? Really? Wait, that's really exciting. Oh my gosh. Thank you. I'll ping me or share that with me. I'd love to see it.
Anyway, hi chat. How you guys doing, Jacka's chat? You guys doing well? Jack is a cool guy, ain't he? I love working with Jacka. He's been so cool. We love the Stars of the City system. It's
Yes!
a genuinely awesome system. I really like how he does things. He's been a big inspiration with a lot of the work we've been doing mechanically on our side. He's really, I think, pushed us to be better creators. I'm a huge fan. I'm glad that he's invited us out here.
Same. No, I am too. Don't tell Jack a thing, everyone, how cool we think he is. And how much we appreciate him. I hope to get to do more with Stars of the City in the future too. Also appreciate all of you not sharing spoilers. Very much appreciate because oh, you haven't played the new Canto yet? I hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoy when you do. I'm so excited to get to play it.
It's gonna be a good time.
Yes. It sounds like Jaka really enjoyed it from what I heard, and I keep trying to dodge stuff on Twitter. I saw one piece of fan art and I went, I'm not opening that again. Wait, you're gonna try out Fifth Trumpet as well? Let's go! I hope you enjoy Stars of the City system, and I also hope you enjoy Fifth Trumpet if you try that out too.
The systems are built for very different experiences. If you like feeling the mechanics on your sheet with like NPCs and having really meaningful senses of progression and like building a character, Stars of the City. If you like really narrative focused, like, you know, everything is a little bit flightier, but it's like all very purpose built for the narrative you're trying to tell, the Fifth Trumpet. I think the two systems carve out very different niches, and that's why it's been so rewarding to work with Jacka, because it's nice to see how many, because like I said, I mean, a rising tide lifts all ships, and it's really the sphere of Project Moon TTRPGs is only getting bigger, and it's so exciting to have seen this community beginning to flourish and more people giving it a shot.
Yes.
And you know, it's our pleasure to be a part of it.
It really is. It really is. And Jaka is really cool. He's one of my favorite people too. Also, you really wanted to see me play the Canto soon because it's awesome. I'm so glad. I'm very excited to play it with Prior. I'm looking forward to it. I believe Jaka got through all of part 1, I think, and I think that's awesome too. It's So I hope you enjoy. I hope to see you there. And any advice for leveling up? You've been stuck on Heathcliff's Canto? Oh, I got stuck there for a bit too. Oh god. Okay, my thing is I think the way I got through Heathcliff's Canto is I just ended up getting Wild Cliff. No, it was when Canto 7 was about to come out. I think I did end up getting Blood Fiends to get through that Canto. I'm trying to remember. My best advice is usually though just getting whatever tickets you can and putting together a team. Honestly, team building helped me because I used to just choose my favorite units and put them together and I'd get stuck. I don't know if you've got any advice because you think more than I do with teams.
Because leveling up can be a real pain in the earlier Cantos, my advice is instead of trying to level up your whole team, pick like 3 units and learn how to run just because it's actually just sometimes much easier to do like 3 units that are max level and just learn to play like defensively and take advantage of like the multiple skill slots per unit than it is sometimes to level up a full team.
Yeah, that's good advice.
Yep.
Oh, hi,
gives
Jack.
some-
Welcome back.
Yep. Hello. Yeah, Limbus gives some
Welcome back.
good options. Limbus has a lot of depth. It doesn't really do a whole lot to encourage jumping into that depth, which is a shame. Anyway.
Yeah, I agree. Welcome back. Also, Mint. Oh my gosh, I did not recognize your username over on YouTube. It's so awesome to see you. Please, always love your creations. I got added into Homebrew. Let's go with Jaka's cat. I'm so happy.
Alright. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna look away from chat now. Just in
She
case.
done.
I appreciate all of you a ton.
Alright. Gain haste, boys. Gain more haste if you have less health. And more haste. 7 haste on 1 skill.
7 fast as fuck.
Go my haze.
And enemies barely ever roll a 6. And then if big fast,
Hey.
big number. Different than most she typically are. She is just fast. That is what she do.
Yum.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be there.
She listen, no one's gonna be faster at losing clashes than her.
Yep.
Yeah. End Dawn. This would be a very funny ID to end the stream, Dawn. Anyway, bleed and tremor through some nails. Neat. Tremor burst. More damage with nails. Nails. Tremor. Nails. Paralyze. Attack down. Neat. Guard. Target has nails. Inflict more tremor. If has fanatic, inflict more nails.
Thou shalt hammer.
Yep. Yeah, cough drop. Sorry if you can hear me sucking on a cough drop. 2 streams in a
you're good.
row.
Don't worry.
Might not have been the best idea, but it is very fun so far. Worth it. Definitely
Yay!
making myself some
Yippee.
honey tea after this.
100%. What's your favorite kind of tea, Jacka?
I don't have too much tea, so I haven't really tried many. I typically just make like a honey tea when my throat hurts, or like a sleepy time chamomile when I need to go to sleep easier.
Respect,
about it.
Respect.
Nice.
Serviceable.
Yeah.
This is a generic. It's nice that she has the tremor. It's fun having a unit within a team who does their own thing in addition to the team's thing. I like that.
I do too.
But now, an actually interesting one.
I love Lantern Dawn. I love it. I don't doesn't even matter to me what she does. She has ram horns and she has lantern ego, and that's all that matters to me.
Yeah, thankfully, she is quite good, both in terms of mechanical design and power. She was, for a
Yay!
while, considered essentially a 3-star. Fallen off a bit recently, but definitely still a valuable member of the team.
Agreed.
Rupture. I like this. This is very good. This is a better version of 15-3.
Yep.
It's not absolutely required. She has good rupture count besides it.
Nom nom. I like her names too.
Yep. Heal more, and if at low HP, you need to get very low. Unfortunately, her healing and this conditional kind of don't work very well together, but still pretty neat. Heal with her guard. This is weird. Aggro does not appear at all in normal fights. Like
Yeah.
So it literally does not function. But also, this part of the passive is good.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, only works in fixed encounters. But in fixed encounters, it is pretty good. So she is a little interesting.
I like
She's
her.
more
I think
interesting than, yeah, right around there probably.
Yeah, I think that's a good place. She's one of those units I know isn't one of the best, but I'm biased towards her because I think she's fun. I like her design.
Yeah, she's still pretty solid. Like, she's absolutely usable even nowadays.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
class,
she's a
but
2-star.
not relevant. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then Blade Lineage.
Oh.
Poise. Poise. Give poise. One of the few units who can do it. It would be a lot better if she wasn't in the faction that doesn't bother with poise count because they have Mentor Merceau, who just does it way better.
Yeah.
But she doesn't need to be with Blade Lineage. She does get a benefit from it, but is not necessary for her to function. Which is how I like things to be. I like for it to have a benefit with same faction, but not only ever work with them.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. Like, I think having the benefits is very fun. That way there's like, oh, the same faction interacts, but I also get the idea of like, if it's too much intertwined, then it's kind of like you need both of them to always be together, or whichever multiples you're using.
She does not have the greatest poise count, and she needs a crit to spread more poise. So unfortunately, your poise support kinda needs a bit of poise support.
Yeah.
Yeah, poise... Thoracalgia definitely fixes a lot of problems, but needing Thoracalgia is still a problem in itself. But she still spreads poise potency. Unfortunately, count is what you really want to be spreading. That's where the problems lie. But
Agreed.
she is neat. I'd say more interesting than you, but less interesting than you.
Yeah. I think low interesting is fitting for her.
Okay. Warp Dawn. Very much the archetypical.
I used to love her so much. She got me through so much of the game.
Same.
No sparkles for you. You get depression.
No! Give her back her sparkle.
Alright, fine.
Whimsy.
Yay.
Yay!
Nice fragile on the skill 2. Definitely gives it a use. But the main bulk of what's interesting about her, and really the only thing interesting, big attack.
Yep.
Random rupture.
I used to just spam this one before I realized I should wait to get the 10 charge to use it. And
It is very funny seeing her just go in with 5 coins and put 2 coin power.
Yeah.
All that effort for nothing.
Why is my Dawn suffering?
But yeah. A neat, like, starting point for charge. I'd say upper level of serviceable.
Yeah.
She started the charge. She is, you know, what you would expect from a charge unit.
Mm-hmm.
Iconicness aside, not really much going for her. Speaking of iconic,
Oh, I used to use her all the time too. I think she was my first free star actually. Was synced on Kyode.
neat.
Yeah.
So speed conditionals, haste bind, flash count. That's a weird thing because it's more of a on top thing because it's not really anything you can ever really plan for aside from attacking a skill that has a lot of coins.
Mhm.
And then declared duel. It's a neat idea for a status, a gimmick. I think the later sync IDs have a better version of it, both design-wise and mechanical payoff.
Mhm. Yeah.
It is neat. She is very much outclassed though, and the fact that you need all allies for this, that sucks.
Mhm.
I get that it's
Yeah.
kind of meant to be building for sync or whatever, but also, she is a director. Nothing about her feels directory. She feels like just another unit.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I like her, but she doesn't feel super special, I guess is the word. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
feel like there's anything that has her stand out as the director
On
of the
her own,
association.
when she released, I'm sure she was a very interesting unit. In fact, I played just before Sinclair came out, and for a short time, she did seem very interesting when I was like looking at what was in the game, and when I was looking through the community and what they thought of everything. She seemed very interesting, and then Sinclair came out, and he outclassed her hard.
Hmm.
I mean, yeah, there's nothing directly disappointing about her. It's just more that I want her to be cool, but because she looks cool.
Agreed. I like her hat. It's very cute.
Oh. I think I can't give her much more than that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, she has more unique stuff going on for her than units who... Yeah, because these guys don't do too much that's, like, particularly unique. At least she has some stuff that she's trying to do, even if she doesn't fully succeed at it. So I think a little higher.
Yeah. I agree with that. The middle's up next.
Middle!
Let's go, my favorite of the fingers.
Unused heal SB. Good thing for a skill 1 to have. Very strong start.
Yep.
NV Res. I want
Yeah.
more, like, alternative ways to play the game than just putting a status team together. Something like an
Agreed.
NV team, especially early on when your options were limited. Very fun. I do think new IDs have made it a little too easy to get this sort of thing, as we'll see with, like, Middle Sinclair. But I do very much like the idea. And, you know, damage
I do
down on hit is also pretty neat. If she's fast, you can get a decent amount from that. And then, interestingly, she wants NV Res on a non-NV skill, but we'll kind of see something that kind of changes that.
Interesting.
Boop.
An SP heal.
Yep. And then, if you get full Envy Resonance, you get her skill 3 as a counter, which is really cool. and a really good way to
Yeah.
getting a skill 3 from your defense skill. Because
like
you do
that.
have to take that hit. And it is just a good counter on its own, kinda.
Yeah.
Has a slight defensive effect. Slight.
Slight.
Wow, I can't believe it's not guard.
Yep, Vengeance Tattoo, neat little effect. Vengeance Mark. I kind of wish... I understand why they made it different with Sinclair, why they wanted to change how they wanted the middle's main gimmick to be, but I do kind of miss old Vengeance Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But overall, definitely an interesting unit. Yeah, unique gameplay style. I'd put her right up here.
I agree. I also see purple.
Purple. Onto a very
Purple.
unique one.
Oh? Ooh, T-Corp Dawn.
Mostly not too crazy. A few neat effects. And then you get this. Storing all of your damage. And essentially multiplying it a bit. I really like this. It's annoying in mirror dungeons, but I don't want to rate my units based on how they work in mirror dungeons.
Understandable.
This is pretty fun. So, yeah, not much more to say. Borrowed Time, kind of more complicated than I feel it needs to be. And Golden Time also, why do you need a specific range? What? Why do you not get to use your escape button if you're at too low of HP?
You must be between 10% to 20%.
But overall,
It's a decision, I guess.
yep. Overall, not quite exceptional, but I think pretty high
Very
interesting.
interesting.
Yeah.
And then, oh,
You.
I want to like her more than I do.
Oh.
It's a neat gimmick, but I don't feel like they pay it off enough. It's just bigger. It's a lot of words to mostly just say do more damage. Like, that's all it really boils down to. Nothing about her, the way you play her, really changes based on who you have alongside you. She just gets stronger, and that, with this many words, should not be the case. If she had less words, but mostly the same game plan, I would like her a lot more. But she fails, absolutely, on the cleanliness factor. And also,
No, I agree.
in a way, niche. Because she does damage. She does good damage. That's what she does. She supports Blood Feast a good bit, but that only really works in relation to other Blood Fiends. It's not a bad thing entirely, but this is a neat ability, though.
Oh, shimmering?
Yeah, most people don't know this exists, because with how offense-focused Dawn is, you're not gonna learn. You're not gonna use it, but
It's
it
cool,
gives
though.
shield. Yeah.
Nice. And I like how she interacts with the other Blood Fiends. I think it's very fun.
Yeah, I hope this effect comes on a unit that actually gets to use it a lot. And then, yeah, bigger one. All these passives, they keep going. 4 fucking passives. I understand why she
greedy.
needs them,
Big and
but...
greedy.
And then, more additional statuses that don't really do much. Like, this does not change how she plays. This does not need to be its own status. Oh well.
Alas. I think she was really cool when she came out, though.
Yeah. She is interesting. I will put her around here. She is strong, but she does not have a good enough game plan, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, Syncton Kyore.
Very simple.
The other Syncton.
Unfortunately, not really distinguished from the other sync. I mean, she does burn. That's about it, though. She doesn't do anything interesting with the burn. I was hoping with her, like, green flame, they'd give it something. She has a little bit of defense level down for every few burn on target. That's okay. But overall, compared to, like, Sync Merceau, there's not really much of a difference. And Sync Merceau actually has, like, unique stuff he can do. Like, Nerve Strike being exactly the same as Merceau's effect.
Yeah, that's really kind of the thing. It's like I think that this is a cool concept.
Yeah, I feel like it should work the same, but with a different payoff. And that would be
Yeah.
really nice. But it being exactly the same. The only difference is it can stack with his thing. Others can't. That's about it.
Thou art in dire need of a lesson in table manners.
Alright. Yeah, not much. She's not, like, so disappointing. She's serviceable.
Yeah, she's serviceable.
But she's definitely
Love her design,
in the
though.
lower end. Oh, yeah. Absolutely beautiful art.
Yep.
Boom.
We're down to the last two dons. Love her. I love her so bad.
So, I
It's
think...
like looking like a sinking rupture unit. It's just charge.
Yeah, it's just charge. It's all charge. Charge. I think she's a lot more simple than I would have liked for a love and hate unit. I feel like she should have leaned a bit more into the support aspect.
Yes.
Oh,
agreed.
yeah. No, for sure.
But she's definitely decent. I like the way they handled her transformation. I kind of wish they were willing to let negative SP units actually go into corrosion levels, but I understand why not.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I am out of memory.
Uh-oh.
Let me close some tabs. I cannot see the stream thing. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's pop out the chat again. Where does it appear on... Oh, yep, look at that. Boop. Close that. Switch the window capture for chat to... properties, source, pop out. Does that work? There we go. Okay. Technical difficulties fixed.
Yay! Glad they were fixed.
So,
Yeah, I think she gets kind of overshadowed by being on the same banner as Night of Despair, but taken on her own, I think she's interesting.
yeah. Right around there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also love the transformation. I really, really like the hysteric form.
Yeah. It's kind of weird. Everyone was kind of saying, you know, Dawn would overshadow Night of Despair Rodian.
Yeah.
And then the opposite happened.
Yeah.
And then...
However, she does get Queen of Hatred in her uptie.
Yes.
And in the art. So, you know.
And then Ramdon.
Fluffy.
Very cute. I like her idea. She's definitely meant to be a wall breaker. And you can see... Oh. Yeah. Like, kind of that effect, but it's not a huge payoff. Shuttermark.
I
Lower
get
clash
why they
power.
wouldn't. The way this ID was worded, I really thought when I initially read it and how people were talking about it before I saw it myself, that she like broke unbreakable coins, but it a little bit
Yeah.
less complex. Than
I
that.
can, yeah, that would not really work, but it is.
Listen, let the unbreakable
She
coin
has-
be destroyed. Let me get rid
She
of
has a
them.
lot of neat effects. I'll give her that.
Yeah.
They don't all feel like they really pay out very much.
Yeah.
Like this is a very minimal effect.
Yeah.
Like she's all right. Shuttermark is a nice thing to have, especially now that we seem to be getting synergy with Panic's changing effects.
Yes.
But overall, units without S speed, clash power -1. Yeah, she is all right. She is a wall breaker. She makes things easier to clash. Definitely a serviceable ID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Higher end is serviceable. I like that.
Alright. Yep.
And that's 3 sinners down.
Yep. A little less than I was hoping to do today, but I think it's been a very fun discussion, and we can find a time to pick this back up.
Yeah,
Definitely
100%.
not
I'd love
soon,
to.
though. Yep. Definitely not doing 3 streams in a row, though, but maybe sometime like next week or later in the weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll absolutely discuss things. Thank you for having us on your channel as always, Jack.
Thank you for being here.
This
Please,
was awesome.
please rest your voice, rest your throat.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yes, rest up. Thanks for having us here. Thank you everyone for coming on out to watch too. I'm excited to go through. I love the IDs so much. Listen, I'm not, as I said, I don't think as numbers as much as both of you do, but I love going through them and I like sharing my thoughts on them.
Yep. Yeah, this is what I'm glad I invited you instead of doing this on my own, because this is much more fun.
Yay!
I'm always that company loves misery or something like that. But yes, we will let you get back to it. Goodbye, chat. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you again. Subscribe to Jacka if you aren't already.
All right. Goodbye, and we will see you all somewhat soon. I believe you guys are streaming Canto 9 on Sunday?
Yep, Sunday at 8 p.m. EST over on my Twitch channel, and I'm super excited to be streaming it.
Yeah. I cannot wait to see the IEDs we get the trailer for on Friday. I have some ideas
Same.
of who it could be, but I can't say them with you not knowing the characters.
I will be in your DMs after playing the first part, I hope you know.
Oh yeah, I expect it. And I will probably be in... Well, yeah, I will probably be in Twitch chat. I don't think I have anything going on that night. But, yeah.
Yay!
All right. Talk to you all later. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye!
All right. So, I think that is it for me. So, see you all later.